Art class with Miss Bancroft.
Alright, hi student artists. Today our project is involving recycled materials, and I'm going to show you how to create a sketchbook using paper and recycled boxes, more specifically cereal boxes. So this is a great project to do at home because it's really important for artists to keep a sketchbook, and you get to choose what you put in the sketchbook, but it's always good to have somewhere to write or to do sketching, observational drawing, or anything you'd like in your sketchbook. So these are three really simple ways to create sketchbooks. One takes like 5 minutes, one takes like half an hour, and one takes about 20 minutes. So there's 3 different ways to create these sketchbooks, and let's get started. Alright, so the first way is super simple. All you need is a stack of copy paper or printer paper, a pair of scissors, and a rubber band. You're gonna fold the copy paper in half. I have kind of a stack of it here that I'm folding in half, just so I know where the midline is of the paper. I'm going to cut along the midline. I'm gonna stack up that paper, and then I'm gonna fold it the long way. So that I have kind of a book shape. And then you just wrap a rubber band around the spine of that book, and you have a very simple, basic sketchbook. Alright, so if you'd like to make kind of a fancier sketchbook with a hard cover, another way to do that is to use the same kind of papers that you started out with. So it's just that copy paper folded in half, well, cut in half and folded in half. And then those will be the pages of the book, but you can actually create a cover using cereal box or soda box cardboard. This is really nice because it's really thin. It's kind of like tag board that you buy for crafts, and it's recycled, so you can find it in your recycling bin. So you're going to take one of the pages from your book, and you can just trace it right onto the cardboard. So I'm just going to kind of extend that line out a little bit. I have a ruler, but you can also use the edge of a paper. So once you have that kind of larger rectangle, you're going to cut it out. Alright, then we're going to fold that rectangle in half, make sure that it's even. Might have to do a little bit of trimming. You're going to put your pages inside of your book, and then I'm just going to punch 2 holes, one that's kind of close to the top along the spine. Let's see if I can line that up. And it might be a little tough with the cardboard, but try your best. If you can't, you can punch the paper separate from the cardboard. And then I'll try another one. Again, pretty close to the bottom. Punch the hole. Alright. And then all you really have to do, I have a piece of yarn that I cut from, a ball of yarn. And you're gonna put the yarn from the inside of the book out. And then I'm going to put the other end through this hole. I'll pull them tight. And then I'm just going to tie a really simple bow. So this is kind of a couple steps up from the Rubberband book, but still very easy and very simple. I'll kind of trim off the edges here. You don't have to do a bow, but I think it looks kind of cute. Voila! Alright, so once the cardboard is dry, you're going to fold your cover in half. You're going to put your pages inside, line them up how you like them. Close your book, see if it lines up. Very nice. And then this is the fun part. So I'm going to nail 3 holes, one at the top, one at the middle, and one at the bottom. So I'm going to use a hammer and a small nail about this big. If you have a push pin works too, or an owl, which is actually how you bind books. But this works for me, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to use a piece of wood underneath because my nail might go through. Make sure my pages are lined up again. And my nail, and gently pound through. It obviously doesn't have to go all the way down, but just through all of the layers of paper. So this is a nice technique because you can have as much paper as you want in your book, and the nail will definitely go through all of it. Alright, so the next step is to use a needle and thread. So you're just going to, I always double the thread just because it makes it a little bit stronger. And I'm going to start by sewing in through that middle hole. And I'm going to leave a good amount of that tail of the thread out. And then I'm going to sew through the top or bottom, doesn't matter. And I'm going to go all the way across to the opposite end and then back through that middle one. Now this is one way to do it. There's a lot of ways to bind it. If you make more holes, you can sew over under all the way down. This is a nice way, I think, just because it's pretty easy to tie it. It looks pretty nice. You can also have the bow on the inside if you want. But I kind of like that little bow. So, up to you. Again, there's thousands of ways to bind books, but this is one kind of simple way that ends up with a really nice little sketchbook. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed creating your own sketchbooks. I hope you are drawing at home. I also hope that you're staying safe and healthy, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. If you draw something cool, or if you do your own thing on your sketchbook, please share it with me. I would love to see what you all are working on at home. And until next time, have a wonderful day.
Art class with Miss Bancroft.